Most people hear the word creatine and immediately think of young bodybuilders lifting heavy weights in the gym. They picture protein shakes, muscle-building supplements, and fitness influencers showing off their physiques on social media. As a result, many adults over 60 assume creatine has nothing to do with them. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if one of the most researched supplements in the world could actually help older adults stay stronger, maintain muscle, improve physical performance, and even support brain health? In recent years, scientists have become increasingly interested in the potential benefits of creatine for healthy aging. In fact, some researchers believe creatine may be one of the most useful supplements available for preserving strength and function as we get older. So today, we're going to separate fact from fiction and explore the truth about creatine after 60. And you may be surprised by what the science says. Let's get started. What exactly is creatine? Before we talk about the benefits, it's important to understand what creatine actually is. Contrary to what many people think, creatine is not a drug and it's not a steroid. Creatine is a natural compound that your body already produces. It is made primarily in the liver, kidneys, and pancreas using amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. Most of the creatine in your body is stored in your muscles, where it helps produce energy during physical activity. You also get creatine from certain foods, particularly red meat and fish. Think of creatine as a backup battery system for your cells. Whenever your muscles need quick energy, creatine helps replenish a molecule called ATP, which acts as the body's primary energy currency. Without enough ATP, muscles fatigue more quickly. With adequate creatine stores, muscles can perform more effectively. For decades, athletes have used creatine supplements to improve performance, but researchers now believe its benefits may extend far beyond the gym. Why muscle loss becomes a serious problem after 60? One of the biggest challenges of aging is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. This process, known as sarcopenia, often begins around middle age and accelerates later in life. Many people assume weakness is simply a normal part of aging. But muscle loss affects much more than strength. It influences balance, mobility, metabolism, bone health, and independence. A person with less muscle may find it harder to climb stairs, carry groceries, get out of a chair, or recover from illness. Over time, these challenges can reduce quality of life and increase the risk of falls and injuries. This is where creatine becomes particularly interesting. Researchers have found that creatine may help older adults maintain muscle mass and strength, especially when combined with resistance training. Rather than helping someone become a bodybuilder, creatine may help them remain functional and independent. And for many older adults, that's far more important.
Creatine can help support strength and physical performance. One of the most consistent findings in creatine research involves strength. Numerous studies have shown that older adults who combine creatine supplementation with strength training often gain more strength and muscle compared to those who exercise without creatine. Why does this happen? Because creatine helps muscles produce energy more efficiently during exercise. This allows people to train harder, recover better, and gradually build or preserve muscle. Even small improvements in strength can have a major impact on daily life. Imagine carrying laundry without difficulty, getting up from a low chair more easily, walking longer distances without feeling exhausted, maintaining balance and stability. These may sound like simple tasks, but they are critical for maintaining independence as we age. Creatine isn't a magic solution, but it may help older adults get more benefit from the physical activity they're already doing. The surprising connection between creatine and brain health. Here's something many people don't know. Creatine isn't only stored in muscles. The brain also uses creatine. Just like muscles, brain cells require enormous amounts of energy to function properly. Memory, concentration, learning, and decision-making all depend on a constant supply of energy. Researchers have become increasingly interested in whether creatine might help support cognitive function, especially in older adults. While the research is still developing, some studies suggest that creatine supplementation may support certain aspects of memory and mental performance, particularly during periods of stress, fatigue, or sleep deprivation. It's important to be realistic. Creatine is not a cure for dementia. It is not a treatment for Alzheimer's disease, and it won't suddenly make you smarter overnight. However, the possibility that creatine could support both muscle health and brain health has attracted significant scientific attention. For adults concerned about healthy aging, that's encouraging news. It may help you feel less fatigued. Many adults over 60 notice that they tire more easily than they once did. Activities that used to feel effortless may now require more energy. While some fatigue is a normal part of aging, reduced cellular energy production can also play a role. Because creatine helps regenerate ATP, the body's energy currency, some people experience improvements in physical performance and exercise capacity. This doesn't mean you'll suddenly feel 20 years younger, but it may help your muscles perform more efficiently during activity. For older adults trying to stay active, every little advantage matters. Whether it's walking farther, exercising longer, or recovering faster, improved energy availability can contribute to a more active lifestyle. And staying active is one of the most powerful ways to support healthy aging. Common myths about creatine. Despite decades of research, many myths about creatine still exist. Let's clear up a few of the biggest ones. The first myth is that creatine is a steroid. It isn't. Creatine and anabolic steroids are completely different substances. Creatine is a naturally occurring compound found in foods and produced by the body. The second myth is that creatine is only useful for bodybuilders. Again, that's not true. While athletes often use creatine, research suggests older adults may benefit as well. The third myth is that women shouldn't take creatine. There's no evidence supporting this claim. Women naturally produce and use creatine just like men do. The fourth myth is that creatine automatically causes dangerous kidney damage. For healthy individuals, decades of research have generally shown creatine to be safe when used appropriately. However, people with existing kidney disease or serious medical conditions should always speak with their healthcare provider before starting any supplement. Unfortunately, misconceptions have prevented many older adults from learning about a supplement that may actually help them. Is creatine safe after 60? Safety is understandably a major concern. After all, nobody wants to take something that could create more problems than it solves. The good news is that creatine is one of the most extensively studied supplements in the world. Researchers have examined its effects for decades. For most healthy adults, creatine appears to have a strong safety profile. Some people may experience mild side effects, such as temporary water retention or stomach discomfort, particularly when taking larger amounts. These effects are often manageable and may improve with proper dosing. However, it's always wise to consult your doctor before starting a new supplement, especially if you have kidney disease, diabetes, or other chronic health conditions. A healthcare professional can help determine whether creatine is appropriate for your individual situation.
How much creatine do most experts recommend? One reason creatine remains popular is its simplicity. Many older adults don't need complicated supplement schedules or expensive products. For most people, a daily dose of about 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate is commonly recommended. Creatine monohydrate is the form that has been studied the most and consistently shown to be effective. Some athletes use a loading phase, which involves taking larger amounts for a short period. But for most older adults, this is often unnecessary. Consistency matters more than timing. Taking a moderate amount every day allows creatine levels in the muscles to gradually increase over time. It's also important to stay properly hydrated, as creatine draws water into muscle cells. Simple, consistent habits usually produce the best results. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments. Have you ever tried creatine, or would you consider taking it after 60? And if you enjoy science-backed tips for staying strong, healthy, and independent as you age, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.